Infinity Kingdom just released their 1.3 update in the game, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some of the features that are in this new update, and we're doing it right now. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Infinity Kingdom video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the features that were included in the 1.3 update. It's the second biggest update that Yuzu Games have brought out for Infinity Kingdom since its launch. So we're going to take a look at the different features they added in this new update, some of which is actually really interesting stuff. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Now the first thing we're going to take a look at is the immortals. Two new immortals have been added to the game. If you go down to the bottom of your list, you're going to see the first one that's been added is Dido, similar to the singer, right? The Queen of Ancient Carthage has come to the game, and she is a water hero. Now, she looks pretty OP, if I'm being honest. I've had a look at her skills, which we're going to take a look at in a second, and she's got some really interesting stuff going on. She is a bowman, so she will sit at the back of your troop march. She's a support hero, and if you take a quick look at this skill, this one's pretty gnarly. The first effect she has is grants frost armor, so it's defense up for your whole team, okay? Frost armor to all allies for 9 seconds. It increases physical defense with a maximum of 2,000% once you've leveled this thing up, which is pretty high. Plus, it has a 25% chance of inflicting chill on the attackers when receiving a normal attack, reducing their attack speed by 6%. So it reduces the attack speed of the attackers, and it also increases your defense. It's pretty gnarly stuff. So, and a really cool skill, which is energy skill. She's pretty good. The other one that's been added as well is this dude right here, Cyrus the Great, the king of the four corners of the world. He's a fire hero, as you can see, once again, support class and a bowman. So again, he's at the back. And if we take a look at this guy's skill, check it out, stun chance and resilience down. So again, this is actually pretty good. It's going to allow you to do more damage to the enemy because it's going to reduce their amount of the defense they've got by, you know, making their resilience lower, and then also a potential stun on the enemy too. Both of these heroes are really good support class heroes. From what I've seen, they're not available in the marketplace or the Hall of Immortals. I haven't seen them in any events just yet, so I'm kind of assuming this is going to be a bundle hero in the special bundles section. I haven't seen them pop up here yet either, so to be seen as to when these heroes are going to be available and how we're going to be purchasing them. But they do, oh well, they are, should I say, they are in here, so they are there. We're just not sure how to actually claim them just yet. Okay, one of the other new features that I've also noticed that have been added in this update is if we go over to here and click on the redeem button at the top, the pearl shop, you know, when you buy these little packs, you get some mystery pearls, right, when you buy these. If you go in here, I've actually been using my pearls to get Alexander the Great medals because that's what I've been focusing on. But if you go down, you can see that they've also added now Flavius Belisarius fragments, which is interesting because he is a shadow hero. If you're looking to build a shadow march, this is definitely one you're going to want to grab, and you can now pick him up in the pearl shop with the pearl fragments. So that's something else they've also added. Something else that's also been added in this 1.3 update is if we go into our dragon cave and scroll down to the bottom, you know, one of the big dragons in this game is the shadow dragon. You know, a lot of people want this because it's part of the shadow march. Of course, shadow counters everything. It's super strong, super OP. Now, if you want to get your hands on Melanthios, the shadow dragon, he is now available to get in the game, although it is going to come at a cost, okay? If we go into the VIP and we move the VIP up all the way to VIP 15, which I am still quite a way away from getting anywhere near, if you do manage to pick up the exalted chest at VIP 15, notice that the Shadow Dragon Egg has now been included. Not only that, but also a Dark Fortress, which I think there was there before, but a permanent Dark Fortress I noticed was pretty cool. But what you're looking at here is the Shadow Dragon Egg. Now, when you purchase that pack and you get the Shadow Dragon Egg, once you get the Dragon Egg and you get him unlocked, his fragments will then appear also in the Pearl Shop. They're not showing for me right now because I don't have the egg, but they will appear in the Pearl Shop once you do get the egg open, and then you can start leveling up your dragon. So Shadow Dragon has now started to come into play. And while we're on the subject of the Pearl Shop, there is also something else in here which is new, and that is a couple of new emojis. There's an agree emoji and a daydream emoji that you can pick up for 20 pearl fragments if you want to get those. So new emojis are available in there as well. Plus, on the free side, there is also some new stickers. If I jump into my chat here and go down to my emotes, you can see if you scroll down to the bottom, there is a whole bunch of new emotes. You can see those there at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and place one there, look. You can see. So there are some pretty cool new emotes that they have added. I do like it when they, you know, add stuff like this. They're quite fun. So again, for you to interact with your chat, new emotes for you to play around with. Okay, moving on to another part of this update is a change in the HUD and a change in a place where something used to be. Okay, and that is the ruins. Okay, the ruins used to be in this building here, the Chronicle Place. You used to have to come in here and click in through here to get to it. But they've actually changed that now. They've actually gone ahead and changed it. You can see the ruins button has now appeared at the bottom of the screen. If we click on this, it's going to take us through to our ruins exploration screen. And if you guys, a lot of you should know what this is by now, but you know, you get those ruins on the map, you go and scout them, you get some prizes, etc. It's pretty cool stuff. But you had to go looking for the ruins. There was no kind of like search function to find them. Well, now they've actually added that in. Every few hours you get a clue as to where there is going to be a ruins. And as you can see, I've got one flashing up on my screen right now. If I go ahead and click it, let's have a look. I love this. It saves me having to look around for it. I never did it because I couldn't be asked to look around for it. But now it's giving me clues every few hours. Every few hours I click on this and start scouting one. And off my scout goes, and we'll come back to that towards the end of the video and check that out and put in the fragment. But that's another really cool update, the fact that I've added that in now, so you can, for us lazy people, you can just go ahead and click on that and send it to it. And now I've actually started to build this bar up because I am now actually completing these. I'm starting to build this up. I'm almost at ruins level 2. And of course, you want to do it because there are prizes to get. I mean, you max this thing out. I'll show you what's down the end. Look at this, look, right down the end you've got 9 Philosopher's Stones and 1,000 gems, so it's definitely worth doing this. It takes a bit of time, but do a bit every day and you'll get there. But I've slowly started maxing out the bottom. Pretty cool stuff, and some of you might be into the lore as well of the game, so it's cool stuff nonetheless. Okay, moving on to the next part of the 1.3 update. Let's scroll across here. Have any of you clicked on the little whirlpool that's in the lake? Now, I didn't even realise this was part of the update. I just happened to see that and I thought, hang on a minute, that looks new. If you actually click on the whirlpool, it takes you through to a loading screen, which takes you to the developers' like headquarters. And this is pretty cool. I came here and I was like, what is this? And then obviously I realised this is the Infinity Kingdom Studios, where you can actually interact with members of staff of the game. You see Rango here is busy at work. Let's click on him. You can see his job is in IT. You can actually go ahead and send a message to Rango. If there's anything in particular you want to ask him, you can. You can see the other messages that people have sent him. If people are having problems, if you've got suggestions, this is part of the design and operation message board. But this is pretty cool. This is for like ideas. You've then got the programming section, which is like the servers and stuff like that. You can click on someone. Let's click on what he's doing. Quality assurancer. It tells you all their jobs. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's click on this dude. He's a server developer. We'll click on this guy up here. Hang on. A client developer. Like, all these different people have different jobs. So like, you can literally message them if your question or something is relevant to what they do in the game. If you find any bugs, you can see there's a big word there, bug at the top. Pretty cool. Then we've got art and design. So if you've got an idea for maybe a new hero or something, or you want to submit some artwork, or I don't know, just something, like, you can message these peeps here. Click on these. Look, game artist. I love this. I've never seen another game do this as far as interacting with the actual developers is concerned. And then we've got audio over here. Look, this dude's over here playing the keyboard or something. Game audioist. Look, this is great. Little disco area. I love it. Producer. There's a producer over there. More people up on computers. More game audioists. I love this. So yeah, a really fun way to interact with the actual developers of the game. Love it. Awesome stuff. Okay, so we've gone through quite a few bits of the new update. Now, there are 2 other bits of the update we're going to talk about very briefly. which are bigger pieces of the update, okay? The chunky stuff, the good stuff, alright? Now the first one is this, the illusion battlefield. You can see another thing has appeared on the right hand side here. And this event is actually taking place literally, I think probably about, it's like 7 or 8 hours after me making this video. So I can't show you any footage just yet in this video, but I am going to be making a second video completely about the illusion battlefield where you get to see it in action. So stay tuned for that video where we will be going through that. But I just want to just let you know that this is a new part of the 1.3 update. It allows one alliance from one server to be put against another alliance of another server. PvP action, guys. Let's get it. And it's pretty good stuff. So we've been matched. You can see TWK, my alliance, has been matched up with a blue alliance in server 25 for the Lokos Avengers. We're going against them, and I was actually really concerned about going up against a really strong alliance that would be just overpowering on us, right? But I'm actually really surprised that from the looks of it at this point, it looks like a pretty even battle. You can see expected number of primary forces, 40 of each, and then you can see the power of our forces. For us, 13.6 million power and 14.2 million power, so it seems pretty even. The way this all worked is there was a pre-war preparation where you basically have to choose what troop numbers you want to take with you into the battle. As you can see, I've done that, and also select a class. You can see here that you can choose to be offensive in this fight, you can be defensive, or you can be a support player. As you can see, I've decided to go for a support player. I want to be able to, quickly occupy buildings. I want to have a chance of having no wounded troops. It says for 5 minutes when you attack enemy troops in a building, 10% chance of reducing the occupation progress by 10. So I'm just going to be helping and supporting. There is also defensive class as well, which allow you to heal quickly, recover prosperity quickly. You can instantly raise a protection barrier at the last 1 minute. Resurrection, if your prosperity decreases to 0 within 5 minutes of using this skill, instantly and fully replenishes your prosperity and heals 50% of your wounded troops. That's pretty good stuff. So if you're a weaker player that you feel you're going to get attacked a lot, then defensive could be the way forward. And for the big boys, the people that are strong, your big attackers, they're going for this one. They're going for full-on damage. Reduce all damage received by 10% for the first 5 minutes. During the next rally you start, increase damage of all rallied troops by 5%. Grievous wound. During battle, increase number of enemy wounded troops by 10% for 5 minutes. And teleport. Obtain a free teleport that can be used within the next 5 minutes once you activate this skill. So you're going to be moving around, you're going to be attacking, so it makes sense to have that ability. I kind of like that. It's pretty good. I don't know how this is going to play out because I've never done it before, but it certainly should be interesting. I don't think it takes place on your map. I think your alliance actually goes somewhere, maybe to the battlefield. I don't know. The video is going to show it all when I do it. I'm really excited, actually. Troop allocation, you can see this is where you plan your troops, what you're going to take with you. As you can see, I went for relatively even, slightly higher on bowmen because my backline troops always seem to die a lot more of them because there's 2 squads, etc. But this is actually pretty good. So yeah, looking forward to this fight. Don't forget to stay tuned to the channel and check out the Illusion Battlefield video when I put it up. But it looks absolutely awesome, I have to say. There's a whole bunch of rules here for you to read through. I mean, like I said, it's a 1v1. There's matchmaking that happens when it's done. Select the battle strategy. Start of the competition. It says after the battle starts, those entering the battlefield are allowed to perform all battlefield operations. So you do go into a battlefield to do it. Can't wait to see what it looks like. And again, that video will be coming soon. But Illusion Battlefield is part of the update for 1.3. Okay. Okay guys, moving on to the final part of this update, which is the Forge. They've added a new thing called Immortal Artifacts. Pretty cool. If we go into Immortals and take a look here, you can see that each Immortal has diamonds, okay? Now, when you like the red diamonds, when you max them out to 7, you can then add an Immortal Artifact to make that Immortal even stronger than it already is. Pretty cool, right? Now, if we go into the Forge and click on Forge, you can see this is where you make the artifacts. Now, this first one, for example, is a defense Immortal Artifact. If you get it, it's going to reduce physical damage taken by 1.5% and it's going to increase your HP by 1.5% on that immortal that has it equipped. Okay, now to build it, you need to collect these 3 items down the bottom. Some of these items can be obtained through the marketplace, and others you can go ahead and actually make inside the forge itself, which I'll show you in a second. And then some of the more lucrative items, like these fragment shards, you have to go to the Mysterium to get. And again, we'll come back to that in just a moment. But this is where you make them, and they all do different things. Now, if we come out of here and click on the forge again and click on transmute, this is where we can build some of those materials. You can see you just use resources and you can go ahead and make it. And they're pretty cheap, okay? The lower ones anyway. The lower ones are quite cheap. However, there are other ways to collect these as well and collect the shards going into the marketplace. You can see in the bottom right hand corner of the marketplace, I've got a couple of shards I can go ahead and purchase right now. In fact, let's just grab one there. We'll grab a couple, it doesn't really matter. Boom, we'll get a couple just to show you. I bought them in the marketplace. I go down to my, not alchemy, go back down to my forge and click on forge. And you can see now I've got 1 of 20 out of those to potentially build a tempered crystal. If I build this and put it onto my immortal, it's going to increase physical damage by 0.5%, and it's going to give my immortal regen speed increase by 0.5%. So that's how you go ahead and build them. Now the other thing you have to do to collect these, especially if you want to build the higher level ones, is to go into the Mysterium. Now the Mysterium, up until the update, had 3 floors to it. There is actually now a 4th floor called the Everlight Labyrinth. Alright, that's what it's called. When you get to the 4th floor, the Everlight Labyrinth, you'll be able to, attack more enemies and get fragments and items to build artifacts with as well. So pretty good stuff. Loads of ways for you to get these artifacts built up, which is really good. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm saving this for today's live stream. As I'm recording this on Sunday, the video will go up a couple of days later. So if you want to see the Everlight Labyrinth and see it all in action and stuff, check out the live stream, which was posted up on Sunday. So you get to see that stuff in action. But there is a 4th floor in the Mysterium called the Everlight Labyrinth, where you'll be able to collect more pieces for your artifact. Before we end the video, just so you know, my scout did return. Going back into the ruins tab, you can see that I've got now another shard to put in, so we can go ahead and do that. Confirm that shard. Boom. Lovely stuff. Nice, nice, nice. That's 6. I'm still not quite there on unlocking level 2 ruins. I'm really close, but we can go ahead and send out another scout while we're here. Let's go and do that really quickly. And away he goes. We're going to send another one out. But I'm really enjoying that part of the update. But that's just to show you that it did come back and I did get it. Okay, that's the end of the 1.3 update. Loads of really cool stuff added. Looking forward to getting into that battle zone on the Illusion Battlefield. So that video definitely will be coming soon. So stay tuned for that. And again, if you want to see the Everlight Labyrinth, the 4th floor of the Mysterium, then check out the live stream that's already up on the channel. Guys, that's going to be the end for today. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, stay safe. And of course, peace out.